This is a special money-making workshop on how the U.S. government can help you make money helping other businesses or businesses get money. And it's a little known opportunity that we're going to go through here. And so I advertise it as a money-making opportunity. And so I'm glad you showed up for multiple reasons. You may have showed up today because you want to relax and get away on that dream vacation, or you wanted to perhaps purchase a new home or a new car, or maybe you showed up because you're just having trouble making ends meet, or you just want more money to play with. And so those are all great reasons to be here. And one option for making more money is affiliate marketing. And so that involves referring a product or a service by sharing it on a blog, social media platform, podcast, website, or email. And so what it is you're selling someone else's product or service, and you get a affiliate commission each time someone makes a purchase through their unique tracking list, which associates the affiliate seller with the product. And at the bottom, it kind of shows Walmart, Amazon, both have affiliate programs. So there are ways you can get money selling on behalf of Walmart and Amazon. And then not too clear at the bottom is ClickBank, is the general one for people who want to make money through affiliate marketing. But affiliate marketing is not easy. And so generally it gets into, you may have to do a website, you may have to do content, you have to do a lot of promotion to get the people to your site, to your link, to buy the products. And so we have a similar option where you're getting a commission, but it's a better option. And so my purpose for putting together this little presentation is I'm looking for people to join me as an ERTC sub-agent. So what is ERTC? ERTC is the Employee Retention Tax Credit. And it's a refundable tax credit against employment taxes that an eligible employer paid for employees for basically 3 quarters in 2020 and 3 quarters in 2021. And so since it's taxes that they're getting a refund on, they're getting money back from the IRS. So it's not a funded program per se. It's just that the IRS has agreed to send rebates on taxes paid for those who retained their employees and paid them during COVID. So the ERTC qualifications are the companies that receive this ERTC money must be U.S. based, a small business, which they define as 5 to 500 employees. They must have paid wages in, as I said, those 6 quarters, the last 3 basically of 2020 and the first 3 of 2021. And they needed to be impacted by COVID in some way. So either they lost revenue or they were under a mandatory shutdown at some point during that period. And they need to have been in business in 2019. So the rebate, the tax credit is based on the differences between 2019 and 2020 and 2021. So more about the who can get this money is you can get it even if you're a church or a nonprofit, even if you're currently out of business. So some of the companies that didn't make it through COVID, but they, initially started out paying their employees and trying to keep them employed, they can get money because it's a rebate of taxes that they paid if the owner is deceased. So it all depends on if there was taxes paid in the period that I mentioned, you can get the rebate. And the big thing, and the reason why a lot of businesses don't know about that, is they already got the PPP loan. So even if they already got the PPP loan, they can still get the ERTC tax credit. So a lot of accountants and bookkeepers and tax professionals don't realize that they can get this ERTC money, because initially when the PPP loans were offered, the ERTC was set up, and at the time you had to do one or the other. But now the legislation has been amended, and so even if you got the PPP loan, you can still get the ERTC loan. So that's the opportunity, because a lot of companies don't know. A lot of times their accountants will tell them you don't qualify because the original legislation, you couldn't do both. So bottom line, if you paid 5 or more employees, full-time W-2 employees, and you paid taxes on them, then you can get this ERTC money. So what kind of money can the companies get? You can get up to $26,000 per employee. That's a lot of money. The average is, it seems to be $150,000 that people are qualifying for. And it's money that they never have to pay back because it's not a loan. It's a rebate of money that they've paid into the government. And this is just an example of some recent amounts. The Adeli King got $208,000. Young Men's Christian Association, so that's YMCA, that got $472,000. And there's a family health clinic that got $793,000. So it all depends on how many employees you had, how many of the quarters you qualify for. So it's really kind of a complicated calculation. And I put double CPA verified, which means that we work with specialty CPA firms. And whenever we get a deal to consider, we have 2 of them look at the deal and come up with the exact amount that the person is going to, the business is going to receive. And so it's double verified. So we don't move forward until we get both of them to agree on the exact dollar amount. So up until the time that they find out what they qualify for, they have invested no money. It's free to find out how much they qualify for. So that's a good thing. So why do you care? And so an acronym that you may have heard WIIFM, what's in it for me? You can make a commission on the fees that they pay for our services to get them this money. And the commission amount is 5%. So who makes great sub-agents? So it's people who like to network, people who go out a lot. So one of the easiest groups to qualify are restaurants that have a lot of employees. So people who go out and talk and are good sub-agents. Insurance agents, because of course they know people with businesses, realtors, print shops, because they're printing stuff for the businesses, financial planners, accountants and CPAs, consultants, other business owners, and the last one, recent divorcees, because they often have a change in their financial situation, and so they're looking for and are motivated often to find some extra money somewhere. So this is an example of a real life example from the end of July of this year. A sub-agent was paid $42,268.41 for a private Christian school that they referred. The number in the parentheses, the 781278, is their year-to-date total down at the bottom, because apparently they've done another deal, maybe a couple other deals so far this year. So that's kind of impressive. Another example is this person referred a church. So this church netted the sub-agent $3,544.37, which is down here under the slide sign down at the bottom. So that's another example. And the third one is a transportation company that a sub-agent referred, and they got paid. And again, this is in July of 2022, $1,910.55. So how do we determine what they get? The fee is 5%, and it's based on the commission, the fee that the business owner pays. So again, for free, they find out how much they qualify for. And then for us to do the filing for them to get the actual money, then they pay the fee. And so there's a couple different options. So the worst case for the business owner is 30%. If they have no money and they want to wait until the IRS pays them before they pay the fee. So it's the worst case for them, the best case for you, because you get the most commission if the person that the sub-agent refers uses a 30% option. The business can save like 40%, and at the bottom, pay only 18% if they're willing to pay the fee up front. So best case for the business, they pay the fee up front and it's only 18%. Worst case for you, because you get a little less, but you still get 5% of, they average, 100, 150,000. So it still can be pretty good money. The one in the middle, the 25%, they pay a partial fee up front, and you would get the 5% on a partial fee and the bulk after they're paid from the IRS. So it's big money. good opportunity, but it's not quick money. So I would say, the 30%, don't expect to get your money, for 6-7 months. The 18%, it still could be maybe 3-4 months because it takes a while. Once they initially say they want information, then we do need to get their documentation so that we can come up with the exact amount that they're going to pay and verify it. So the holdup for some and why some people end up not supplying their verification is that they really didn't do their taxes right, and so, we need to verify that they paid the taxes and the number of employees and all that kind of stuff. So it takes a while. It's not quick, but it's substantial money opportunity. So here's a restaurant that received $210,000. That's what the CPAs decided that they qualified for, and they in fact did receive. So if they paid the 18% up front, then the fees would have been $37,800, and the subagent would have gotten $1,890. And if they, waited, 6, 7, 8 months to pay after they got the money from the IRS, then they are paying $63,000 as fees, and the subagent receives $3,150. So it takes a while, but once you get rolling, after the first 5 months or so, if you continue to get deals, and they should start rolling in regularly. So as a subagent, you might be asking, what do you have to do? All you have to do really is get them to fill out the form on the website. So I'll just go to my website. So this is the screen I wanted to show you, is the form that you need to get them to fill out on the website is 10 simple questions, and half of them are just contact information. So contact information, the type of business they're in, W-2s, and some information about the shutdown, full or partial or not. Once they submit that, then they will be going into the system, and if it's during business hours Eastern time, they will get a call from the back end team right away, and we will be requesting documentation. So the documentation, includes, multiple types of forms. The 941 is the main thing, which is the form for employee taxes. And you can help move this along, because those who share, provide their documentation really quick, are the ones that are most likely to close. Those who stall, they may not have filed their taxes correctly and have other issues, and a lot of times they end up dropping off. So they may ghost you because rather than tell you that that they, didn't file properly, they'll just disappear. So we'll get back to the slides here. So it's only, a few fields there. So as I said, there's no cost for the business owner to find out how much they qualify for. The qualifying amount is double checked by 2 specialty CPA firms. So we have a good track record of what we tell them they qualify for is what they get. And then we only move forward and make the arrangements for the fees after both CPA firms agree on the exact amount. So as I say, the first process of coming up with the amount, we got to get the documentation, verify the documentation, and, 2 different places before we, proceed with even figuring out the fees. And then depending on what the fee options are, that depends on, how long it's going to be before you get paid. So what you do with all that extra money? It's, a wonderful opportunity. You help businesses get their money, and you make 5% on the fees that they pay, whether it's 30%, 25%, or 18%. But when you're talking, in the qualifying amounts, of 100,000, it can be lucrative money. So, again, my purpose for this presentation was to inform people about the opportunity and find out who might be interested in being a sub-agent. So you can send me an email and let me know if you're interested. You will need to sign a sub-agent agreement. I mean, like, this is up and up, and, we need things to be in integrity. I mean, we don't need, if you're planning the game, the system, where you, just going to fill out the form for other people who you haven't really talked to, that's not going to work well, and, if we find stuff like that, then, you'll be removed from the program. You'll need to provide your payment details. And so we have a system for you to put it in there. You won't be giving it to me. I won't know your payment details, but, once the commission amount is decided and once the commission fee is paid, then you will automatically get paid. And so the website, I have a website. And so what the deal is, the sub-agents that decide that they want to work on this, they would get their own website. It will still be tracked to me, but that way, by you having, your own URL and everything, then it would be easy to, make sure we know that everything that goes to that particular website is something that you've referred. And then you send people to your website. So again, sales@nobleadvantage.com if you're interested. And, for those who are interested, we can have another conversation about how to go about getting finding the people